Don't look now, but it looks like Xbox may just be on a roll with releasing hit games. Now, what game am I talking about? Well, Avowed recently held its previews and people are talking. But let's get into all that up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the level up. So, as the weeks turn on, I'm sorry, I gotta do this until we cross the finish line, but we are nearing 1,000 subscribers here on this very channel. Shout out to each and every one of you guys. Thank you. It goes without saying. You give me the ability to talk about video games, which is the thing I love. I love each and every one of you guys, but let's get into the news. So, it's safe to say I am eagerly awaiting Avowed. And this is all coming from Obsidian since I need another game to scratch that Skyrim itch. When I got my first look at this game a while back, I instantly was transported back to my days where I spammed Skyrim like no one's business. And I'm not afraid to admit this, I may or may not be playing that game right up until this day. But to talk about Avowed more, I can't tell you how much I love this world. And when we talk about Obsidian directly, they have a damn good track record of games as of late. And this is with Grounded, Pentiment, and let's not forget the Outer Worlds. Simply put, they know their RPGs. And that even goes as far back as Fallout New Vegas, which again is one of, if not my favorite Fallout game. So when a new game comes from Obsidian, specifically in the world of RPGs, I tend to set my bar just a little bit higher to kind of meet their standard. I really hope I didn't just jinx it, but let's move on. But nonetheless, early previews are coming out surrounding Avowed. And dare I say it, Obsidian might have done it again. Many critics are saying they're impressed. And it's very much in this tried and true Obsidian RPG formula. This means we should expect a ton of exploration, tons of dialogue amongst its characters, and player choice coming first. And by that I mean customization for your character goes way beyond the normal hairstyle selections, facial features, and all that. Morality choices seem to be present here, and you may opt to be the route of the hero, or embrace the darkness and become the biggest villain in the realm. But one thing that really stuck out to me whenever I got my first look at Avowed, it was the combat. When I seen this dual-wielding ability at play, especially with the various types of magic, physical weapons, and firearms, I really started to get hyped. Not to mention, I do think it was confirmed at this point, if you want, you could use the game's first-person mode as per usual, which with these kind of games you tend to do. But if you're more of a third-person kind of gamer, then that mode is present within Avowed, which again adds more options for different playstyles. Now, while there is a ton of good being talked about this game, there are some bad points and some flaws, so let's get into that. Apparently, from what I gathered, Avowed seems to hold your hand just a little too much, especially through its gameplay. And in that regard, it could be solved rather quickly by turning off hints or whatever other setting is at play, so hopefully that works out. But performance for Avowed was yet another talking point, and it seems to be the talking point with most games today. Performance on the PC side of things weren't exactly where they'd like them to be, but I kinda give them benefit of the doubt here since we're in previews, and we're still a ways off from the official release. But Obsidian was quick to confirm that 30 FPS is not the target for the Series X. They basically said they'll hit that at the very least, but they do want to focus more on performance optimization to get better frame rates. Or at least the best ones possible. Now that right there is more or less the reason I do think they delayed Avowed, and that's all because they don't want to have another Redfall on their hands, but I digress. I believe originally Xbox said it was because Game Pass was just so jam-packed, which, hey, we did get Black Ops 6 recently, we got Stalker 2 this week, we got Flight Simulator, and Indiana Jones is right around the corner. So it may be a little bit of both here, but at the end of the day, this is good news surrounding Avowed, and I cannot wait for this game to officially release. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this one off to you guys. What do you think of Avowed, at least what you've seen of it, and what do you think of these previews? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.